Greetings, Facebook. I am on my way to guess where? Work. I'm actually doing something that I normally would not do. I am filming myself while I'm driving. Probably not the best thing to do in the world, but I wanted to make a real quick video. This is going to be real quick. In today's church, we hear a lot of people talking about when Christ comes back, he's going to come back for a victorious church, nothing broken, nothing lacking. But when they talk about the victorious church, they usually talk about money, finances, us being in a place of favor. Us, some folk actually see us practically taking over the government. I'm not gonna get into that, but some of us have this idea in our mind. The dominionists, if you will. And we have all of these thoughts in our mind about what a victorious church looks like. And Christ is coming back for a church without spot or wrinkle or any such thing. And it is going to be a victorious church, but I want to give you something to think about. The early church, when the church started and everything, they faced intense persecution. Some of them had to hide. They had to hide to even meet together. Some of them were sawn in half. Some of them were fed to the lions. But there was love. They had all things common. Miracles were wrought. I'm not exalting miracles, but I'm saying, the Spirit of God flowed freely. I'm not saying they didn't have any problems, because you read the letters of Paul, the early church did have its problems. But, the question I would want to ask you was, were they victorious, though? And if you look at today's church compared to that church, who was more victorious? It's just a question I want to ask. Because we tend to have these ideas, and they're they're mostly Western ideas of what it means, what God means when he says victorious. But I can just about guarantee you that he does not mean, some of you are going to get mad at me, but he does not necessarily mean material prosperity. I mean, if he blesses you that way, amen. But, Jesus told the story of the rich man and Lazarus. Lazarus was poor. The rich man was rich. In God's eyes, who was victorious? Who went to heaven? We have to get back to a biblical understanding of things and view things the way God views it, because our view of victorious and God's view of victorious are probably not the same thing. Matter of fact, they're not the same thing. And I'm saying this because, we as a church, I'm going a little bit longer than I intended to, but we as a church here very soon, almost to work. Some of our brothers overseas actually are already going through this, but we as a church here in America, here soon, at some point, it's going to get to the point to where we may face persecution, real persecution, for naming the name of Christ. I know two women of God, or one in particular that shared something with me that the Lord showed her in a vision. I won't, because I haven't got permission to share it, but I'm here to tell you, some of you that think that some of us that are warning of some of these things are out of step and all these other kind of things that some of you may be thinking, you better wake up. You had better wake up, because it surely is coming. It surely is coming. And while some of you are waiting on your Benz and your house and your Bentley and all this other kind of stuff that some of these false prophets are promising y'all, you know what I'm saying? It's about to get intense. It's wartime. It's been wartime, but it's about to be on and popping. It's about to be on and popping, and we have to have the right understanding. We have to have the right understanding of what this is all about. God bless you.